morning, YouTube. We're heading to Germany, to Düsseldorf, where they have the flea market called the Radschlagermarkt. We're here together with Sabine and Marijke. Hi. And Patrick is also joining us on the hunt. So let's go. Good morning, YouTube. So today we're heading to Germany, to Düsseldorf. And Marijke, anything interesting?
Not yet.
The Radschlägermarkt, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, is held every month in the German town of Düsseldorf. And well, there is a small part inside with a bit more expensive dealers, in my opinion. You will see that later in the video. The biggest part of it is outside, over the one bigger and the three smaller lots. Luckily, even though it was a bit overcast, there was no rain this day, so that was fortunate. So all the vendors came out and there was plenty to look at. We went one time before to this market, and it was on a rainy day, and we went there at 10:30 because official start time of this fair is 11 o'clock, which is very late, of course, for a flea market. Then we decided, okay, these people must be here already for quite some time, so this time we decided to come in at 9, and still, I have a feeling they were there much before then. So I heard that they are setting up around 6:15, 6:30 in the morning already. So my guess is that the fair is open like from then or much earlier than the officially announced 11 o'clock. As you can see, this guy had some coins. He asked me if I was looking for something specific. So I decided to ask him for emergency money, and he did have a very small box with emergency money, but in there was nothing for me, nothing that I didn't already have or have seen many times. So he was just explaining that all their silver coins were too expensive for him, so not my dealer for coins. The first find of the day was an LCD game, not the most interesting one. It was all plasticky and had no brand on it. It is an LCD tennis game. Totally at the back we saw a Turtles figurine. It was apparently from 2002. The guy said, well, I have a whole stack of it below in the plastic bag, but actually the stuff in the plastic bag was totally different stuff. It had nothing to do with turtles or something. It was in a poor condition. The guy wanted too much money for it, so we put it back. It was a pretty expensive dealer, and I did notice the vintage Star Wars stuff at the end. I also saw this Lego box, but it was opened already, and yeah, with the prices that guy had, it was totally not interesting for us. Dus niks. The next guy had some Victorinox pocket knives in the display case, and one was even in his original box. So looked at that and quickly came to a deal. His neighbor, practically on the same table, had some floppy disks sealed in box and some still sealed compact cassettes. He also had some video cassettes, but they left those, those were not interesting in my opinion. Woman had a vintage Lego battery holder, and that was nice in a nice box. But she threw in a motor from Lego and some leaflets that came with that. This guy had not one but actually two brown alarm clocks, which are an industrial design by the famous designer Dieter Rams. Unfortunately, one of them was in bad shape, so I left that one. I bought only the one that was working. Then we found two enormous big tins full of modern coins, and yeah, it's just a matter of pricing these per kilogram to think what can I pay for them without really looking at them. And after some fierce, hard back and forth negotiation, actually walking away, coming back, and finally came to an agreement with the guy. And he was very nice. He actually helped us put them in our cart. So I still have to go over those coins. I'm not sure if there is anything special in it, but you never know. That's a part of the adventure. Sabine and Patrick were looking at some vintage 70s walkie-talkies, nicely in box, and while they were negotiating the price, I noticed some advertising material featuring the German coins from 1970s. So I said, okay, let's throw them in the pile. Actually, we negotiated pretty good apparently, because when I saw some Swatch watches at the back of this same guy's thing, he said, well, those are very fixed price. So even when I tried to do a gimmick with him and said that my mouth was pretty poor, and he was still very much fixed to his price. I paid him what he wanted because it was a very fair price, and he was joking with me when he gave me the money in return. One of the many boxes of some modern coins and poor condition banknotes that we left there for other people to buy. Here I couldn't believe it. It was also from Dieter Rams, a similar brown alarm clock, but this time it was new in box. Of course I bought that. Inside, as I said in the beginning, I think the stuff was a bit better maybe, but also higher priced. And you can see this nice Milita collection, a bit girly to my taste, but very nicely set up. And yeah, there was a very small part outside still to be done, so we went outside first to leave the tables in the inside for the last. This guy really had a strange range of old-fashioned stuff and some strange technology, and a very odd collection of two Atari 2600 games, some Mega Drive games, and a Sega Master System game. Well, I bought the cartridges from him. This dealer also had two Victorinox pocket knives that I bought for a good price. Apparently all stuff from Switzerland, like pocket knives and Swatch watches, etc., is cheaper in Germany than it is over here in the Netherlands. This dealer tried to convince me to buy a very small amount of bronze coins for a very large sum of money, so I thanked him and went on to the next tool, which proved to be much more interesting. Found another design icon from Mario Bellini. This is the Olivetti Logos 9 printing calculator. The Star Trek was very nice, but a bit too pricey for me, unfortunately. And I guess the price for the most obscure machine on the fair is this infrared light emitter. And this bullion dealer was selling coins and tokens by the silver value. So happy to find an 8080 Swiss 1 franc coin. Sabine surprised me with a locket in the shape of an old LED calculator.
Oh, die is cute!
Oh, die is leuk, ja.
Die is echt heel cute. Oh, wat leuk.
Alsjeblieft.
Je hebt hem al betaald. Ik denk 10 euro. Hallo? Niet eruit.
Nou, dat is wel genoeg zo, toch? Ja.
Ja, ja.
And guys, what do you think of the market?
It's nice. It's bright.
Kind of secluded and small.
It's too small.
No, it's not too small.
Not too small. It's good enough. Just the right size for an hour's drive.
Yeah, for 1 hour drive, it's good.
Yeah.
We have to go back.
Next one.
So there were a few things we didn't get on video, like this LED calculator we bought. And yes, this is the third brown clock, but it has a voice memo function on it as well, so a very nice version. And I bought a couple of maxi singles, Koto Visitors, Jimmy Bohorn with Spank, Company B with Perfect Lover, and a bit later Edelweiss. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have. It was great visiting the Radschlagermarkt. Let me know in the comments what you liked the most. Don't forget to subscribe as I always ask, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. On our way back to home from the market in Düsseldorf, we came in Krefeld and we found another flea market.